You're watching CCN, Clarksville Community Network. Produced by Goodwin Productions. Powered by CDE Light Band.
Good morning. My name is Andrew Kester, and I'm the Director of Montgomery County Veterans Service Organization. On behalf of Montgomery County Mayor Jim Durrant and the staff of the Montgomery County Veterans Service Organization, I want to welcome you to this year's Veterans Day Parade with the theme of A Salute to Veterans Service Organizations. Clarksville was rated the best place to live in the country early this year. We already knew that. This acknowledgement will continue to attract new members to our community, many of whom will be veterans. We are here today to celebrate the 36,000 veterans in Montgomery County and thank them for their service. At this time, I would like to introduce our MC for today's ceremony, Lee Irwin.
Thank you, Andrew. Is this not a great day for a parade to honor our veterans? At this time, I'd like for everyone to please rise for the posting of the colors from the 101st Airborne Division Honor Guard. Post the colors. At this time, for a few remarks, I'd like to bring to the podium Montgomery County Mayor Jim Durrant.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Morning.
Well, first of all, let me say on behalf of Montgomery County, our county commissioners, and the over 200,000 residents, welcome to our Veterans Day ceremony. I want all of our veterans to stand up. So if you're not a veteran, I want to ask you to walk up to one of these folks that are standing and tell them thank you for your service. Give them a hug if you want to. It's a cold day. Welcome to the parade. God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you for your service.
I'll give you a hug.
Thank you, Mayor Jrotc. Now we'd like to bring to the podium Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much, Lee, for that introduction, and thank you, Mayor Durrant, for all you do for Montgomery County. It is a great day in Clarksville, Montgomery County, as we pause and recognize veterans who serve so selflessly in defense of our nation and our freedom. We want to also honor those who served in World War II, who are our greatest generation. And so we thank you for your service. Regardless of the branch you served in, you honor us with your presence and your service. One of the things we learned in Clarksville, Montgomery County is veterans never stop serving. And so we are so thankful to have many of those veterans serving as business owners, as community leaders, and we are just so grateful for that. You know, soldiers live by values. They live by loyalty and duty and respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. And they don't leave behind their values and skills when they transition to civilian life. Each year we set aside a day in this nation to honor veterans, but in Clarksville, Montgomery County, every day is Veterans Day, and we honor you with your service. We also want to say thank you for what you continue to do to make our community what a wonderful place to live. So our nation's veterans throughout our history kept us safe and kept us free. Many returned home and continue to serve our nation in multiple ways. But today, we just want to simply say thank you. Thank you for what you did to get us here. Thank you for what you do and continue to do as we move into the future. And may God continue to bless the veterans of our community and our nation and protect our soldiers who are in harm's way to protect our freedom. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mayor Pitts. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, retired Army Colonel Rob Salome. Colonel Salome spent over 27 years in the U.S. Army before choosing to retire with his family and build a new life in Montgomery County. Rob is a U.S. Army Ranger and decorated combat veteran with 3 Bronze Stars, a Meritorious Unit Citation, and numerous other commendations. Ladies and gentlemen, retired Colonel Rob Salome.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the honor of being able to speak today. You know, veterans select Montgomery County as their home today at an impressive rate, and we all know that. We see that all the time. We appreciate their contributions, but that's not new here in Montgomery County. In fact, veterans have known Montgomery County as special for over 200 years. The brother of a veteran of the Revolutionary War and signer of the Constitution, Willie Blount, moved his family from North Carolina to Montgomery County, Tennessee here in 1802. He served our county in the Tennessee House of Representatives from 1807 to 1809, and he became Tennessee's third governor in 1809. And then in 1813, while he was still the governor, he called for volunteers in support of the War of 1812 against the British Empire. And over 3,500 Tennesseans volunteered. It was at that point that Tennessee was given the nickname the Volunteer State, something that we've all heard, but that was a Montgomery County resident who allowed that to occur, who came up with that idea because he knew, because of the people that he knew from his community, they would step up and answer the call, and they did. He's buried right up the road in Greenwood Cemetery, and it's amazing to know that we have so many amazing veterans in our history dating all the way back to the foundation of the state of Tennessee. The idea of veterans building this county from the ground up is not something new. It's always been part of the foundation of who we are. And we see that it's a special part of the fiber of this county. And while we continue to grow, veterans continue to make history. And while many cities and towns today across America stand before their statues and monuments to remember their veterans, we have the privilege of turning to our neighbors and walking down our streets and talking to our government representatives to not just remember our veterans, but we get to see them in real life as they continue to make history and serve our community every day. And while some look to memorials to remember, we look to one another. What amazing privilege that we have here in Montgomery County. So as we enjoy the parade today and the joy that it brings us, look around to your neighbors, find a veteran, and thank them. But please do not thank them just for the service in the past, for what they've done, but for what they continue to do. Thank them for the service they will continue to provide for our community. As many veterans have shown in Montgomery County since 1802, their military service begins their journey of service to our nation, and their service as valued citizens memorializes them as lifetime servants to our community and to our nation. We value their service as we honor those who have passed before us. It is because of their service we are free to make the choices we have today, and it is their spirit of service that will continue to drive us into a new and amazing future. Thank you to our many veteran service organizations that support our veterans. God bless our veterans, God bless our families, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colonel Salome. At this time, we'd like to ask that you please rise for the laying of the wreath and the playing of taps. And now for our closing remarks, Montgomery County Mayor Jim Durrant.
Well, thanks again, Lee, and thanks to everyone for coming out on this beautiful morning, and truly thanks to our veterans. I say this a lot of times. I stand here a free man because of each and every one of you. And for those that are serving downrange today, we just ask that God's protective arms be around them. Bring them home safely. God bless each of you, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you all very much for joining us. And right now we'll have some music. Is everyone about ready for a parade? All right, well, it's going to be here in a few moments. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Coming up next, members of our Montgomery County Volunteer Fire Service. Our Volunteer Fire Service. Once again, those who are members of the Montgomery County Volunteer Fire Service, Cunningham, Palmyra, East Montgomery, St. Bethlehem, and Woodlawn. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Clarksville Fire Rescue, the Honor Guard. Once again, Clarksville Fire Rescue. Let's hear it for our firefighters. Now our Fort Campbell Fire Department, featuring a rescue truck and fire truck. Let's hear it for our Fort Campbell Fire Department. Probably many of them veterans. So let's hear it for them. Also, our Fort Campbell Color Guard. They posted our colors earlier in our ceremony. Let's hear it for the Color Guard with our colors. And Mr. Andrew Kester of our Veteran Service Organization. We thank them for their support today. Now we have our Grand Marshal, retired Colonel Rob Salome, an amazing veteran. Montgomery County Mayor Jim Durrant. Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts for the city of Clarksville. I want to thank both of our mayors for all of their support for our veterans and for our community. Next we have Tennessee Senator Bill Powers. Senator Powers joining us. And State Representative Jason Hodges, ladies and gentlemen. Our Austin Peay State University Campus Police. Our Honorary Grand Marshal, Robin Mealer. And President Elisa White from Austin Peay State University. Joined by Sigma Chi. That was our Austin Peay State University dance team. And now, the Austin Peay State University Governor's Marching Band. Austin Peay celebrating homecoming this weekend. Peay State University cheerleaders. Our band and the cheerleaders. Once again, Austin Peay celebrating their homecoming this weekend. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Gov. Next, our United States Coast Guard, our Coast Guard Auxiliary Patrol. We thank them for their support.
Good morning.
Coming up now, VFW Post 4895. Once again, VFW Post 4895. Now our Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 457. More of our veterans. Let's hear it for them. Thank you all for your service. More veterans with our Military Order of the Purple Heart. And now, Operation Stand Down. They support our veterans, many of them veterans themselves. Let's hear it for Operation Stand Down. Now we have our Clarksville Shrine Club. Now our Triple Nickel, 555th Parachute Infantry Association. Let's hear it for our Triple Nickel veterans. Now American Legion, Post 289. More members of American Legion, Post 289. Now our Tennessee State Veterans Home. They do a magnificent job of taking care of our veterans. You'll find them out at 250 Arrowwood Drive. Now our Women Veterans of America, Chapter 47. They're celebrating their 3rd year as a veterans organization. One of our great veteran service organizations here in Clarksville, Montgomery County. More members of our Women Veterans of America, Chapter 47. Hi, Sherry. Now our DAV, Hardy Shelby, Chapter 45. Disabled American Veterans. Once again, Chapter 45 in Clarksville. And our walkers are National Society for Leadership and Success Walkers. And now members of our NAACP chapter in the Clarksville branch. The Gold Star Wives, the Tuckasee chapter. The Valentine Sevier chapter, Sons of the American Revolution, Captain William Edmondson. Our Sevier Station Society here in Clarksville. We have wreaths across America. That's coming up very soon. Once again, Sons of the American Revolution, our Valentine Sevier chapter here in Clarksville. We have our commander and our vice commander. Our American Legion Ladies Auxiliary. And our Military Order of the Cootie, Cumberlands, up tent. Now Miss Queen City, Allie Privet, Miss Austin Peay, Noelle Thompson, and our Mr. Austin Peay as well. Our Unity King and Queen from Austin Peay. Our reigning King and Queen. And now members of the court. More members of our homecoming court. From Austin Peay State University. As I mentioned, don't forget, it's homecoming weekend for Austin Peay State University. Make your plans now to attend many of the events. And don't forget about that football game coming up a little bit later on. Let's fill up Porterra Stadium with supporters for the Governors. Once again, members of our homecoming court, that's right, let's hear a Let's Go Peay. And now our Clarksville High School JROTC. Let's hear it for the Wildcats. Now the Kenwood High School JROTC. Around 230 cadets, along with their color guard, to march in our Veterans Day Parade. Now, Montgomery Central High School, JROTC. I have to get a plug in here, my alma mater. Montgomery Central. Once again, Montgomery Central High School, JROTC. Now, Northeast High School, JROTC. Claws of the Eagle Battalion. Now coming up, Northwest High School, JROTC. Let's hear it for the Vikings. Coming up now, Rossview High School, JROTC, Hawks Battalion. And now, West Creek High School, JROTC. A Boy Scout Pack 505. Clarksville Screaming Eagles Youth Sports. Alpha Gamma Delta from Austin Peay State University. Ahava Healthcare of Clarksville. Want to welcome them to our Veterans Day Parade. Now our Scouts, Boy Scouts of America Troop 21. Clarksville's first all-female Scouts BSA Troop. Now we have our Cub Scout Pack. Cub Scout Pack 565, supporting our veterans today. And Girl Scouts Troop 2256. Coming up now, Cub Scout Pack 512. Coming up now, a little bit of entertainment for you. Drop That Beat Dance Studio. The very first official major dance team in Clarksville. Coming up now, our Clarksville High School Marching Wildcat Band. Once again, the Clarksville High School Wildcat Marching Band. Coming up next, two ladies carrying dog rescue. Supporting our veterans today.
Oh, good baby.
Coming up now, Veterans Realty Services. Proudly serving those who serve. Now we have Google. Let's hear it for our friends at Google. Now our Montgomery County Antique Tractor and Engine Club. Once again, more members of our Montgomery County Antique Tractor and Engine Club. Coming up next, Alpha, Sigma Alpha, Sigma Kappa. Once again, Osterby Homecoming Weekend.
Every single day, all 6 Sigma Kappa, all 6 Kappa, Sigma
Next, coming up, NIA Association. Our Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, Service Unit 80. Now our Corvettes of Clarksville. Remember our theme this year, a salute to veteran service organizations. Coming up now, our Northwest High School Viking Band. Cub Scout Pack 502. Also, Cub Scout Pack 506. The Middle Tennessee Council of the Cogeoba District. Members of Cub Scout Pack 506. More Cub Scouts saluting our veterans. And thank you for joining us. Campbell Strong. We thank Campbell Strong for their support of our veterans. Now our Zeta Phi Beta sorority, the Roman Zeta chapter. Now our Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. American Heritage Girls Troop 1412 from Grace Lutheran Church, supporting our veterans. Now, Alpha Delta Pi, Pi Gamma Delta from Austin Peay State University. More members from Austin Peay State University. Don't forget Austin Peay homecoming this weekend. We've got that football game this afternoon. Now we have the Humane Society of Clarksville, Montgomery County. Our pet lovers supporting our veterans. Now our Military Officers Association of America, Monroe and Judy Gildersleeve. The MOAA actively supports our legislative objectives. On the way next, members of our Memory Lane Cruisers, bringing us their classic vehicles for our Veterans Day Parade. Reminding you of our theme for this year's Veterans Day Parade, a salute to veterans service organizations. We've seen a number of them in our parade today. And the veterans and the community appreciate their support.
Do numbers, I'm doing numbers.
What's good, man? Now our West Creek High School Band Tennessee, Kentucky Line Chapter, the Buffalo Soldiers. The original 9th and 10th Cavalry Buffalo Soldiers. They fought on the western frontier between 1866 to the 1890s. Now we've got our Music City Miata Club. We appreciate their support of our Veterans Day Parade here in Clarksville, Montgomery County. Coming up now, our Gold Wing Road Riders Association, Clarksville chapter. Now, folks, we would like to announce we do have apple cider up here. Now we have Bridget Off-Road joining us, saluting our veterans. Members of Bridget Off-Road. Now come Scout Pack 534, saluting our veterans. Don't forget now, Austin Peay Homecoming this weekend. We appreciate Austin Peay State University supporting our veterans and them being part of our Veterans Day Parade. Chi Omega and Sigma Gamma Rho, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up now, our Marine Corps League. Let's hear it for our Marines. Now we've got Girl Scout Troop 743. our Montgomery Central High School Band. Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic here in Clarksville, supporting our veterans and health services. Now we have Trail Life USA, Troop 101. Our 5th Special Forces Group Airborne Special Forces Association, Chapter 38, and members of the Special Forces. Once again, our 5th Special Forces Group, Chapter 38. Ladies and gentlemen, Women Elevated. Some more of our women veterans, Tangi. Now Northeast Middle School, our cheer squad. Coming up now, we have Jesus and Jeeps, a local Jeep club that loves God and our country and supporting our veterans. Tennessee Valley Authority, TVA, showing their support for our veterans. Now our Rossview High School marching band. Our Cubs out back. More Cub Scouts. Woodlawn Pack 522. Our Cub Scouts. now Girl Scout Troop 2534. Now our Apex, you are somebody. YAS. Next we have Reboot Recovery. Our veterans, supporting veterans. Next we have McReynolds Nathan Larson Funeral Home. Let's hear it for our Diamond Divas. Coming up next, Fort Campbell Girl Scouts. Unit 84, Troops 175, 2279, 2031, 990, 631, 136, 783, 1694, and Boy Scout Troop 101. Coming up now, Northeast High School, the Eagle Pride Band. Neville's Chapel Missionary Baptist Church saluting our veterans. We also have Neville's Chapel Women veterans. Kappa Epsilon Military Sorority. Coming up now, Mission Barbecue. Our Fort Campbell Exchange, ladies and gentlemen. Supporting the nation's heroes for over 124 years. Club. And Montgomery Central Middle School Junior Civitan. Now we've got Grumpy's Bail Bonds. Your key to freedom. Cub Scout Pack 51 saluting our veterans. Next we have Cub Scout Pack 566. Now we have our Hawaiian Civic Club. Now our Jubilee House on Warfield Boulevard. We've got Water Dogs, Scuba and Safety. Horses. Now we have Cowboy Dance, Trading Post and Pawn. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Our Clarksville Police Department wrapping up our Veterans Day Parade once again. Our theme, salute the veteran service organizations. And a great big thank you to the Montgomery County VSO, Veteran Service Organization, each year working very hard to bring us a very moving and very wonderful Veterans Day Parade. Thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of your weekend. Now again, welcome and thank you for coming downtown for the 5th annual Welcome Home Veterans Parade. Good morning, and what you're seeing is two UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Combat Aviation Brigade. Let's hear it for our soldiers. Now these helicopters are utilized to transport soldiers as they conduct air assault operations around the world. No other division can provide the air assault capabilities as well as the 101st due to its unique heritage, culture, training, and resourcing. The 101st Airborne Division is the world's premier air assault division. First up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault presenting the nation's colors. Our 101st Color Guard. Let them know how much you appreciate their service to our nation. They're being led by members of the Clarksville Police Department. Once again, our Color Guard, the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. Now coming up, the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Band. Next, we have our Parade Marshal, Lee Greenwood. By the way, be sure to join us at Beach Haven tonight for a free concert featuring this great American patriot. Let's hear it for Lee Greenwood. Once again, please welcome our soldiers from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. Let's have some cheers and a round of applause for Fort Campbell and the soldiers who served there. Next, we have Mr. Frank Eamonn. Mr. Eamonn is a Pearl Harbor survivor and retired from the Navy. And we are very happy that he's here for the second year from Pensacola, Florida. Thank you, Mr. Eamonn. Now let's welcome and a good morning to Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts and First Lady Cindy Pitts. Thank you, Mayor, for being with us this morning. Next, we have Jim Durrant, Montgomery County Mayor. We're thankful to have both of our mayors with us this morning. Good morning, Mayor Durrant. One of our exhibits at Beach Haven is the Traveling Korean War Memorial. Please welcome Freedom's Never Free. More entries from our Traveling Korean War Memorial. Once again, let's hear it for our soldiers from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. Let them know you're proud of them and you support them. And now please make some noise for AARP, Kentucky and Tennessee. They've worked side by side with us on the event and have a commitment to veterans. By the way, please come out to Beach Haven this afternoon and visit with AARP. I think most of us are card-carrying members, aren't we? And we have Elizabeth with the 101st veteran. Now let's make some noise for our guests of honor, our Vietnam veterans marching and riding along with vets from other conflicts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your service. And take a look at this double-decker bus from Gray Line of Tennessee, full of veterans. Thank you, Gray Line, for helping us with transportation this morning. And more of our veterans riding in our parade. Let's hear it for them. Coming up next, we have several members of the Clarksville Corvette Club. Now these fine folks have been to the Tennessee State Veterans Home and are carrying some of the veterans who live there. Quite a few members here from our Clarksville Corvette Club. Also coming up, we have members of Team RWB. Now we're happy to have many of our JROTC programs represented here. First we have our Northwest High School Color Guard. And they're followed by Screaming Eagle Youth Sports performing for us. Let's hear it for our athletes. And we want to thank West Creek High School Color Guard for joining us today in our Veterans Parade. Now we have the American Legion Post, G89. Coming up, we have Clarksville High School Jrotc Cadets. And now, we're happy to have a lot of children involved in this year's parade. Please welcome Northeast Middle Eagles Cheer. Now please welcome the PBA Chapter 596 from Cleveland, Tennessee. The Vietnam Veterans of America, our group from Cleveland, Tennessee. Clarksville is very blessed to have so many veteran-owned businesses. We have two represented on this float, Tennessee Valley Brewing and Reboot, along with several more veterans. Coming up next, the Rossview High School Jrotc. Now let's welcome MVets Post 1776 from Nashville. Let's hear it for them. Following our MVets, we have another fantastic sponsor, Mission Barbecue. They're great supporters of our military families as well as our veterans. Coming up next, the Montgomery Central High School Jrotc Color Guard. Montgomery Central, proud to say my alma mater. Now let's welcome Veterans Realty Services. We have more cadets from our Clarksville Montgomery County School System. Let's welcome Kenwood High School Jrotc. Now next, we have a collection of Jeeps. We want to say a big thank you to our local Jeep owners for joining us today in our Veterans Parade. Once again, many of our local Jeep owners proud to be a part of our Veterans Parade. And let's have a big round of applause and a welcome for our Fort Campbell Fire Department. We do want to thank them for protecting our military families. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us at the Welcome Home Veterans Parade. Now please visit the exhibits going on at Beach Haven Winery until Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Some of our sponsors and volunteers include the City of Clarksville, Montgomery County, Visit Clarksville, AARP, Montgomery County Veterans Coalition, also Hankook, Beach Haven, F&M Bank, Forterra, Navy Federal, SunTrust, AseraCare, Mission Barbecue, Tilted Kilt, Copies in a Flash, 5 Star Media, United Rentals, Old Droid Distilling Company, and CDE Light Band. So once again, thank you for joining us for our Welcome Home Veterans Celebration and our Veterans Parade. And don't forget, please visit all those exhibits at Beach Haven Winery until tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Thank you for joining us. And thank a veteran when you find one. When you see one, let them know how much you appreciate their service to our country. Thank you.
We were molding a veteran's hand, the Korean veteran's hands that was actually in Korea during combat. And what we're doing is replacing all the soldiers' hands with actual veterans. I've been working with Freedom's Never Free for about 7 years now. And we've been doing the memorial for about 3.
If you're going to do that, it has to be open more.
Being a veteran myself and a veteran from firefighting, I see what it does to our veterans when we have something like this. We didn't have no Korean memorial or World War II memorials or anything like that, so we decided to build one for an event we had up in Ohio. And once we seen the veterans, how much they liked it, we decided to start putting it on the road.
You sure you don't want to sit?
Nah, that's all right usually. Hey, it's not going to take that long, you said.
I can have one hand like this, so you're holding a walkie-talkie. But if you're going to do that, it has to be open more.
My name is Terry Jolinski. I'm the president of the Korean American Association of Clarksville. I'm representing all Korean Americans here and from the Clarksville to the South Korea. It's about the homecoming veterans, and then we Koreans, we all these heroes in this town or throughout the USA. We love to see them and we love to be part of them, and we love to show them a gratitude towards all the veterans who save our country.
Once we get our veteran, we'll get the molds and we'll mix it up. Well, we have to use 3 cups and 1 ounce of water when we do each one. And once we do it, mix it up to a consistency until it starts turning a little bit white. And once we get it turning white, we'll put it in the bucket. Then the soldier or sailor will put his hand in it. It's supposed to be set up in about 2 minutes. Once it sets up, we tell him to wiggle his hands and we start pulling it out. Once we get the cast made, then we can go from there when we get back to Ohio and finish it up. And when we get all the hands done that we need to get done, then we'll replace all the soldiers' hands. The hands on the soldiers right now, they get broke and they get busted up from moving them around so much. We decided we'd go with actual hands of veterans and make them flexible. And we won't have that problem getting broke. They'll bend a little bit, they'll flex.
Pour that in here, and then you're going to put your hand in.
Yeah, just like that there, be all right.
Yeah. All the way. There you go. Okay, now this is going to spill over.
Yeah.
Just put your hand straight down, as straight down as you can. Okay. We're just going to hold it there. Are you doing okay?
Yep.
All right. You have to let me know if you're not.
This is an experiment. I mean, we've been working, like I said, about 7 sets of hands, 8 sets, and you know, it's a trial basis, you know.
It's starting to turn white around your wrist there.
Yeah.
Okay. The whole thing will turn white here in a minute.
Okay.
You're starting to pull up some. I need you to keep it down.
Down.
Keep pushing on it while you're over there.
It's going to start feeling a little bit tight. Don't worry about it. When your hands and fingers start to wiggle, it'll come right out.
Nobody's 15 fingers is easy.
Hey, you can't pull or what? Yeah, you can feel it.
Okay, you doing all right?
Yep.
Don't wiggle yet.
No, I'm not wiggling.
There's a air bubble in there.
Not wiggling.
Should I wiggle?
Whoa.
We told him not to wiggle.
He's making it settle.
Okay, start wiggling your fingers slowly. Okay, can you wiggle them a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Pulling up as you're wiggling, I'm going to hold this down. Need a little bit of help there? I need help him get his hand out. There you go.
There you go.
It's okay. It's okay. I can fix that. So,
Next one.
there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's his hand.
get that forward. We're getting molds down pretty good. Now we're waiting on talking to some experts on theater, on how to do props. So we're working with them to be able to get the right consistency for when we do our molds.
Put your hand in there. Go all the way to the bottom. Watch your shoe. I don't want this getting in your
Yeah.
shoe. And then come up a little bit.
Oh, that's all right. I need a new sole.
Okay, is it touching the bottom?
Yeah.
Bring it up a little bit, not too much. Okay. How far you think you're from the bottom?
How far?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an eighth of an inch.
Okay,
Maybe.
go back to see. I need it down where that line is on your arm.
You know, even if you had a hammock here, you can lay up on the hand, put your hand down.
True. Lloyd?
Doing okay?
Maria?
Yep.
Okay, we need all that. We're good. We're good. See how that's pulling apart a little bit?
Yeah.
Is that pulling on those hairs?
Yeah, you're pulling all my hair off my
Oh,
hand.
suck it up, fuzzball.
And you was in the military, you can handle it.
You wiggling them a little bit? I'm gonna hold this down. He's gonna help you pull that out slowly. You straightening your fingers out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pulling the mold. Fingers I don't think are straight. Good mold. Yay. That's a good one. Thank
There you go.
so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Staff Sergeant?
Huh?
Did I get that right? Staff Sergeant? Your rank?
Staff. Yeah.
E7.
Yeah.
South Koreans are little kids. They learn how America came over, save our country, rescue our country. Without you guys are sacrificed, and then we would not be here today. We just want to greatly appreciate it. It's not just today. And in a future and a down to generation to everybody. That's just our passion.
You're watching Clarksville Community Network.
For current and exclusive content, subscribe to CDE Lightband, connecting you at the speed of light.